You've got MOCKS soon, right? You're like a bit panicked and you're like, well, this could be my final grade if lockdown happens or something like that. You sort of need to take this a little seriously. Normally with MOCKS, you would be trying to sort of test the method of doing something. This time, you have to sort of treat it like the actual thing, just in case we do go into another lockdown, but that is very unlikely. So I've got today 3 simple, effective tips for you guys to revise for your MOCKS or exams. So you could use these tips to revise for your GCSEs or A-levels if they actually go ahead. Yeah, let's go. The first thing I recommend when you come to revising is to use blurting. Basically get a scrap piece of paper, write down a topic in the centre of the paper, and then write down whatever you can about that topic. It's to sort of test yourself about how much you already know about the topic, and this helps to identify what you don't really know about the topic. So when you come to revise, you'll focus more on your weaknesses rather than your strengths, because you've just found out your strengths because you can recall them. When you recall information, you can see like, it's already in my long-term memory, so I don't really need to revise that, I'll just be wasting my time. And if you've already done your revision, you can use blurting to sort of test yourself about, well, how I actually understood the topic well enough. So if you've done your revision already, you can get a sheet of paper, write down the topic that you want to test yourself on, and write down everything you can. And after that, tick off what you know and tick off what you didn't write down, because that's the thing that hasn't stuck in your head. So then for the rest of the time before your mock, you use that time to revise what you don't know. So you've got the sheet of paper, you've found out what you know, so you don't really need to revise that. But now you need to look at what you don't know. And to tie along with that, make some sort of revision material. Be it mind map, flashcards, whatever works for you. Making something is for you to carry around in your bag. And so if you get any revision time in lessons, you can use it to revise, you can use it to recap prior knowledge. And with the blurting sheet that you've just used, look at your strengths and then realise, well, I don't really need to revise that, it's already in my head, that knowledge that I've wrote down. So instead, when you come to making something, only write down what you didn't write down on the blurting sheet, if that makes sense. You know, look through any textbooks, revision guides, and then write down those things that you don't know or you didn't write down. You might know them, but you didn't remember them. Write it down, don't type it up, it's more effective at getting the information in your long-term memory. Also use colour, lots of colour, it's more appealing to your eyes, more appealing to your brain. It is easier for the information to go into your long-term memory. The third and final tip, guess what it is? Practice. It's that word again. Test yourself with practice questions, or if you made flashcards, test yourself with those. There might also be some questions in any revision guides that you have. It's similar to blurting. After you've like sort of wrote down everything on your sheet, you're trying to get it out of your memory. But now it's sort of like an exam, so it's already sort of preparing you for the actual thing. Here are a few websites for you to use for getting practice questions, and I'll put them in the description. In conclusion, blurting to test what you know and what you don't know. You use that blurting sheet to make some sort of revision material and focus on what you don't know. And then at the bottom of any sort of revision material, or at the end of your like mind map, bullet point the things that you know so you can like refer to them at the end. Like, don't just completely miss out that information, just refer to it at the end of your sort of revision study session, and practice using practice questions or exam papers. Past papers, key part, because those questions on a mock could be from a past paper, so you know you might be able to get a question that you already know about. Hopefully this shortish video has helped you. Just don't panic, just relax, chill, just breathe, and just say, you know, I want to be fine after listening to these 3 tips and doing these 3 tips. Any questions, leave them down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.